Hey, what's up, y'all? I wanted to get on here. Been contemplating on putting out this video out like for the past few days now. This week has not been one of the best weeks, and mainly a lot of it is for me. Like I have not had the best week this week, and hopefully I'm gonna try and make the upcoming week a little bit better. But what I'm referring to, which you can probably already guess because of the thumbnail, is that we lost two big public names in like wrestling. One of them being Terry Funk, and the other one being the the one Bray Wyatt. Now, I'm gonna speak on. I'm not gonna try and make this video too long, but when it comes to Terry Funk, I didn't really know too much about his career. I never followed his career like that. Like when I really got into wrestling, it was around the time, I want to say 98, toward the end of 98 when I moved to Calumet City. So around that time, his career wasn't really as big as, it was, during his like past years. So I knew of Terry Funk, knew who he was, knew, a good amount about him, but I wasn't a huge fan. So I don't have too much to say on Terry Funk, but, thoughts go out to his family and all of his friends and everyone who loved him, his fans and everybody that was real close to him. But the main one I really wanted to talk about was Bray Wyatt. And that was a person who I wasn't a huge fan of Bray Wyatt. I wasn't like one of those people that bought, the merchandise and put them in my screensaver and profile pic or anything like that. But I was a big fan of him, his characters and everything else. And I wanted to see him get to a height that he hadn't been at. Like he was one of those people creatively and just in the ring and just charismatically had the potential to be one of the best and biggest stars in WWE. And I wanted to see him get to that, that plateau, and to hear that he passed away. And it's so weird, just because of the fact that it came out that he had COVID and it exacerbated, a heart issue, which I guess lasted throughout these months, and it finally, got him and took him away. And I don't know, it's weird. Like I think it was like a week or two that we had got, word and reports that, they were planning on a comeback for Bray Wyatt, that he may end up coming back soon. So it was like in my mind, and as well as other people's minds, we was waiting for Note or him to pop up with the Uncle Howdy or whatever, and just come back on TV, because what we saw him in last wasn't really the greatest. So we was expecting a lot from what he came back as after being fired, which was a weird decision. And it's real sad. It's real sad. I know a lot of people probably broke down. I didn't shed a tear. I came real close. Like it was a really sad thing. He was a wrestler I've never met, never took a picture or anything like that, never conversed with him on social media or anything like that. But the thing is, with these public figures, they tend to have a lasting effect on us. They tend to have, like, especially, you feel like a closeness with them, especially if you see them on TV every single week or whatever. Like, you feel a closeness with them. And Bray Wyatt was one of those people that he was very popular. Like, even when he was playing the heel, when he wasn't getting pushed, it was a lot of people that was looking forward to seeing him, that was enjoying him. I was one of those, like I said, I wish that they would have done what they needed to do with him. Like I even had the idea of having him, when he had the Wyatt family with Braun Strowman in there, that they needed to push that stable to where they gave him the WWE championship. They gave Rowan and Harper the tag team championships, and they were to give Braun Strowman maybe not the universal, the IC or the US championship, and really push them as a dominating force like the Bloodline or Judgment Day. But they never did, and then when he came back with Uncle Howdy and how all that turned out, I had my ideas about it, that they should really push that, him trying to be good, but the bad side is keep pushing, pulling him back into whatever. So I feel like his career was filled with a lot of love, a lot of potential that wasn't fully met, and a lot of it can't be put on him. A lot of it can be put on WWE. But I just wish that he could have had the chance to soar to the heights that a lot of us saw him, that that we thought he could have gone. But I mean, but more so, we wish that he would have been here, because he has a lot of people that knew him personally, that is I'm pretty sure is more torn up than I am, or the fans and everything else. But here's a real sad thing. It really is. And I ain't even gonna lie, it has took an effect on me. Like I said, that's the effect that he has put on the WWE or just wrestling fans in general. Whether you was a huge fan or you was a casual fan of him, or you were kind of in the middle, like where I was. It's like he had an effect on you, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of men and women, children, found out about his passing, that really loved him, his character, and everything else, that it had a huge effect. And what makes it real crazy is that you never know what's going to happen. And we always get told this: life is short. You're not promised tomorrow, and it's absolutely true. It's a cliche saying, and we hear this over and over in movies, shows, real life, and it's absolutely true. It will never stop being true, And to know that this guy, he was the same age as me. I'm 36. I just turned 36. His birthday was like May something, but he was 36. And it's sad to see that he leaves behind 4 children, one from a previous marriage, and 2 from the previous marriage, and 2 from his engagement with JoJo Offerman. And it's a sad ordeal. Like, I didn't think that it would affect me like it did, but it really affected me. It's times throughout ever since I heard that, it's crazy. I'm like having my moments, and then even just, I haven't watched SmackDown, but I've seen the highlights, and I've seen the stuff on YouTube, and even that, I had to stop scrolling through social media, because on Instagram, YouTube, all that, just scrolling through there, I just see stuff about Bray Wyatt, and it's sad. Like, I had to stop, because I'm like, if I keep going through this, I might break down. But it's one of those things where this is a guy, whether you knew him or you're not, he made an effect on a lot of people. He inspired a lot of people. He helped a lot of people, and it's one of those things where, yeah, we lost a good one. We really did. I wish that he would have still been here. We would have seen what he could have done with his persona, what he would have came back as, if he would have came back, if he was, had the time, or really just the time. But yeah, it's a sad thing. That's why I look at people like Doja Cat. Not even about to get too much into it, but we've seen the stuff that she's going through. We can see that she needs help, and how she's blasting her fans and kind of disrespecting them, and happy that she's lost a lot of followers and everything else. And I mean, the entertainment industry is a monster. We've seen what it does to a lot of people. We heard the stories and everything else. But, you know, this really shows that there is a connection that these celebrities, no matter what form, what industry you're in, that you have an effect on your fans. You have an effect on your audience. People love you through whatever you're doing. You have an effect on them, and to the point where you can have a person like me who's never met you and still feel something so heavy that it's kind of like I felt like I did know you, you know? And it may seem ridiculous, but I mean, that's how things is. That's how certain people affect people's lives. And I feel like this is a perfect example of what she is not realizing, you know? And it's crazy when you think about it. Like I said, it's just crazy how a person can have that type of effect. But Bray Wyatt did, and I'm not gonna talk too much long. But you know, I mean, something was telling me I needed to go ahead, get on this, and give my thoughts and talk about it. And this is like one of those like things that kind of hit hard. I know when Aaliyah passed, that hit hard for me. I mean, it's not too many celebrities that I'm like really like into that when they die, I'm like, oh, you know, I feel something. And when Eddie Guerrero passed, I knew that hit me. But yeah, man, Bray Wyatt he was a one and only, man. He was truly a one and only. And only a few years after losing Luke Harper, Brody Lee, it's nuts. It's nuts. And like I said, I still can't look at the video packages without almost feeling like I got that frog in my throat, like I'm about to just go ahead and, you know, just start breaking down. But, and just the pictures, and yeah, it's truly sad. It really is. This is kind of like a real rough week, especially if you were a fan of both Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt. It's a really, really, really bad week. You know, for me, like I said, it was a really bad week for me. And then just the palace on top of it. Yeah, it's crazy. It really is. But, I mean, that just leaves it. You just have to cherish the people that you love and don't take anything for granted. And I'm slowly realizing that and slowly getting my mind state in a type of way right now. But yeah, I mean, so if you have somebody that you're close to, family member, friends, let them know that you love them, you appreciate them for being in your life. If you have that type of relationship, hug them, kiss them, and, you know, just, you know, be there, you know, spend time with the people that you love. You never know how much time you are going to have with them. Because you don't want to regret not having that time. But yeah, so yeah, those are truly my thoughts on it. It's a sad thing, but yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and subscribe for more. I'm not gonna give too much on that, but I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.